something has been happening. Okay, so just a few days ago, the NFL draft happened. So they still did the draft, but they did everything via virtual, like they did their own virtual draft. All right. And it was, of course, there was a lot of emotions. There was a lot of players that got really excited about joining such and such team, getting drafted, the whole nine. But there was also a video of a gentleman, a player named Isaiah Wilson. He was getting emotional, and his girlfriend sat on his lap, and while he was live on camera, sat on his lap and started to like give him a hug, like a congratulatory hug. And the mom came up, said, I ain't about that life. Let my boy have his time to shine. Went up, grabbed her, and pulled her off of Isaiah Wilson's lap. So this is some crazy stuff. I'm going to throw it over to Tom. You know a little bit of it because I need to pull up this video real quick. But speak on it a little bit because this is some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, they had the virtual draft going on, the NFL virtual draft on Thursday night. And Wilson was drafted by the Tennessee Titans as the 29th pick in the draft. And upon hearing that, his girlfriend just clung on to him, and of course, why not? The guy's, guaranteed to be a millionaire now.
Yeah.
Why not just grab onto him for dear life?
I mean.
But if she's doing that, Mom was not having it.
She was not having it at all. So we got the video. We got to show it. We got to show it because it's glorious. So here it is. Take a look.
The Titans get themselves a big tackle in Isaiah Wilson from Georgia. Came from Brooklyn Poly Prep Country Day. Needs a little time to adapt to the heat and conditioning.
Man, did you see that? I mean, it's real. This whole the video is very, very fast. But man, like she's just sitting there chilling, and Mama comes up and just goes whoop, like she goes nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? I got to show just a tiny piece of it one more time. One of the other things I want to pull out and show in this is look at how. Okay, she's the girlfriend's laying on him, giving him a hug, that kind of thing. And then you got to see when when the mom comes up and actually she's trying to get her off of Isaiah's lap. Just look at the body language of the girlfriend. One more time. We're got to play that part one more time. You got to take a look at this. One more time. Here we go.
Came from Brooklyn Poly Prep Country Day.
She ain't about that life. You see what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Mama ain't about that life. She is not about that life. And homegirl was like grabbing it. Like you could literally see her going, nah. Like she's shifting off. Like, nah, I ain't trying to. Don't try to pull me off of my man. You can see it, the body language. You can clearly see that those two women do not really get along. Like they obviously have butt heads before. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, this has happened. You know what I mean? Because she's just like, she does this like, don't touch me kind of thing. You can see it's like, I want to sit on my man's lap. I'm trying to secure the bag. You see what I'm saying? Right? She's trying to make sure that everyone knows this my man. This my man. And Mama's like, man, get out of the camera. This is my son's time to shine. He's been working on this for 20 some odd years to make this moment happen. Get off my son's lap. Let this man shine. You can secure the bag however way you secure the bag. You feel me? Anyway, we got everybody in the house. We got Lydia Caesar in the house. What's up, girl? How you doing?
What's up, guys? Hey, guys.
Yeah. So Isaiah Wilson was sitting there chilling in the cut, just getting emotional because this is years and years of work, hard work that he's and dedication that he's put into the sport of football. He gets drafted. Homegirl sits on his lap. It tries to show that this is her man. Obviously, she's trying to secure the bag. And then all of a sudden, mama comes up and does a pass interference. Fellas, let's talk about it. Tell me what you think.
I mean, she's trying to claim that 2 minutes of fame, right?
Hell
That's what
yeah.
It seems like to me.
Facts.
And either that or putting a full-on block on any other girl to be like, hey, what's up? I saw you got drafted, and now I can see like phone texts coming through and stuff like that. So I understand the other video too. That's I don't know. What do you think, Tom?
Oh, I think I think the guy got drafted, and she was like, okay, he's going to start paying out. I'm grabbing on.
Oh my God.
That's what's up.
That's horrible. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
What?
Funny as hell,
What
right? Funny as hell, right?
This is problematic this is crazy.
Okay,
Why-
so real quick before we
Who would do this?
So, Lydia, before we jump into that, we do have a comment on Instagram, and thank you so much for following us on Instagram. And if you haven't done it yet, that's some loud stuff. So if you haven't done it yet, please go and follow us on Instagram. That's obviously at The Pascal Show, one word. But ERW1871 just said, they just said, Mama did the right thing. Mama drive him to practice as a youth player, not Becky. Wow. Well, you didn't have to call her Becky, but it's all good. I feel what you're saying. So, yeah, she went up. Homegirl came up, sat down, the whole nine. Mama, ERW 1871 feels like Mama did the right thing. So, guys, what do you think?
You want to know what I think, or do you want to talk first, Tom?
Oh, no.
Did you
go
say
ahead, Lydia.
you said your? Okay, so I think it was in poor taste, and well, okay. First of all, we don't know the whole story, so I guess we also don't know like how much of like a girlfriend she is, like if she's been around for a long time, if she's just like some fling, that he just started dating, and now she's trying to get her moment of shine on top of his moment. So that's first. If she's just like some jump off girl that the mom don't barely know, and she's getting all in the middle of this big moment in his life, I can see the mom being a little pissed off about it. But I still think, even if that is what it is or was, it looked bad. I mean, it just makes the mom look like a little bit petty to me. To not address it later. You could have told the girl off after the fact.
Okay.
You didn't have to go and drag her off his lap. He is not a 10-year-old boy. He's a grown man. You know what I mean? And I think that was insulting. That's first. Second, if it's like his girlfriend, like his longtime girlfriend, then that's just, it just shows like moms can be really jealous. Moms can be real jealous and overprotective of their sons, and I get it.
Okay.
I understand the person who said, mom was one dragging him to practice. Mom was the one, raising him from when he was a little boy. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But there is such thing as called class, and that was not very classy to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like the mom was wrong. As a mom myself, I wouldn't embarrass my son. To me, that's embarrassing my son more than anything. I feel like he's embarrassed.
So,
and I wouldn't do that to my son. We would have a talk afterward.
Right. So I'll say this.
We could talk about it later. So I'm not about to just do it in the moment.
Right. So I'll say this in regards to the situation, because I can see why Mama did what she did. I can see why. But you can obviously see, and if you watch the video again, just that body language, you can tell that there is tension. Obviously, maybe Mama doesn't like maybe Mama doesn't like old girl, in the first place. So there's that to think about. But then also,
She don't.
I also want to point this out though too, that maybe you got to play this in your mind too. This is Isaiah's moment. This is his one moment that is monumental and memorable for him for the rest of his life till he dies. This is iconic for him. He and his whole family have dedicated their entire life to this game of football so that he can go pro. All the sacrifices, all the things that he's done. You see what I'm saying? So when girlfriend gets on his lap and is laying all up in him, trying to be all up in the videos and all that, it's kind of like, well, wait a second. You're covering the whole screen. You're covering his whole face. Let him have his moment. This is his moment, not yours. So get off. Move away. So I hate to play devil's advocate. I hate to play the other side of the fence, but I'm gonna. So I don't think it was. Some people were sitting there going, "Oh, it's a race thing," and the other people were calling her Becky and all that stuff too. And it's kind of like, well, wait a second. It is not trying to do that. It's not all about that. I literally think that is her mom, being like, "Yo, this is my son's time. This is not the time to try to sit there and try to say, this my man. Do that, this my man on IG later on. Go somewhere else with that mess. This is my son's time to shine. And no one sees my son's face. And this is an opportunity for my son to maybe get some possible endorsements, sponsorships, the whole nine. And they can't see his face right now because old girl is covering it the entire time. So get up, get out the way, and let my son have the time to shine. That's what I think.
I feel like he could have removed her. He could have told her to get up if that's what he wanted. He's a man. What, Ma? He's not your baby no more. He is, but he ain't.
Yeah.
I feel it. I think as a mother, as an instinct, she just did it. She didn't even think about it.
Right.
That maternal instinct just kicked in, and she was like, "Oh no, boo, you got to go."
Yeah. And then a girlfriend is like, "Stop! I want to sit on my man. I want to sit on my man." Like that's literally what happened, and it's kind of like, all right. But I agree, Tom. You're about to say something, but real quick, I do agree.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead, Tom.
I'm pretty much on the mom's side on this one.
Yeah.
You're in the mom's home with the mom's son, and the mom wants a little part of, the congratulatory hugging. As soon as she taps you and says, get up, you get off her couch and you let the mom give her a hug. And you don't try and, wiggle.
Fight it.
If my girlfriend tried to fight my mom like that, I'd be like, you can go home. That's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
But see what I'm saying? So the fact that the girlfriend is even wasting her time trying to retaliate in a way with her body language, it's kind of like if the mom said, get up, gets your ass up. That's the mama saying that. That's Mama Wilson saying that. Move out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, last thing you want to do, if you're trying, here it is, for all you gold diggers out there, because there's a lot of them out there. No, I'm just playing. But there are some out there that are busy trying to secure the bag. So here's a point. Here's a little tip. Just a tiny little tip. Just the tip. Here it is. If you're trying to secure the bag, you do not get on the mom's bad side. The last thing you want to do is be on the mom's bad side. So if the mom says move, you move your ass. That is it. Point blank. Move your ass. Yeah. Don't go, no, just get up.
If you're in her house on her couch.
Yep. So
yeah, I mean, you definitely want to be on the mama's good side.
Exactly.
Always.
So here's the other thing.
Once you get the mom, you're good to go.
Exactly. If you're trying to secure the bag, get on the mom's good side. So you don't do that. If you don't fight or, not fight, but, you don't like not move if she's come to you and said, move out the way, let my son shine. The other thing is I can see your point in regards to, like, Lydia, just to respond to what you said. I can see your point in regards to the mom maybe could have said something, maybe made a public announcement like, yo, because a lot of people are thinking that it was racially charged. there's a lot of people that are thinking a million things to how it is. I mean, is the girlfriend's white, she's sitting on her black boyfriend's lap, he's getting drafted in. Maybe Mama Wilson has a problem with her being white, so therefore it is turned into a racially charged thing. And it might not even be that.
Yeah.
It could just very well be that she's just saying, hey, I want my son to shine. No, it did not. So I'm hoping that maybe the mom would come out with something, or you know what? Maybe it's her prerogative, and let it be what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Right.
You know, I don't know. It's an interesting situation.
But that is, it is, and that is one of the first things that I noticed when I watched it. I was just like, ooh, it doesn't help that she's a white girl. It just, I don't know, the aesthetic just makes it so much worse. It just makes it look like, you know, like you said, it makes it look racially charged, even though that may not have been what it was. I mean, it's very obvious the mom doesn't like the girl.
Word.
No, it's clear. It's clear,
you think
know.
So?
And it's also clear. I think that's clear, and I think it's also clear that the girl wanted to be noticed in that moment. You know, there's a lot of, to me, it's problematic on a lot of levels. She should have definitely let him have his moment. I just wish that they handled it off camera instead of on camera. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
because that's all. Because now look what we're talking about. We're talking about it. We're not talking about his moment as an athlete. We're talking about the family drama, which sucks.
Right.
So that's why, to me, it would have been just better to, like, even if you're not happy about it, let it pass, and then when the cameras are off, now you address the girl and let her know she was out of line, so that it doesn't steal the show. Because that moment stole everything.
No, and that's facts. It did steal everything, and that, I think that was the reason why she was trying so hard. The mom was trying so hard to get her off camera, because it like, I think it was adrenaline that was just pumping through her body too. I think there's a lot of factors that you got to put in there. It's kind of like, this is my son's time to shine. Get out of the camera, because my son can't. No one can see his face. No one can see his body. Like, move out the way. And I think, like, when it's like, this is live and it's our only moment for him to shine kind of thing, this might be his only moment type of situation. You know, you never know what his future might hold. So it's like, yo, this is a huge moment. Get out the way. So real quick, Gregory, thank you, Yancey. He came from IG and came over to YouTube. So what's up, Gregory? Say hello to everybody.
Hey, how's it going, Gregory?
Hey, Gregory.
Welcome. So he said on YouTube, he said, but evidently, she was a part of the quarantine family. I'm assuming he's referring to the girlfriend. So let me read that again. He said, but evidently she was a part of the quarantine family, so she's been there. So yes, obviously, if she's part of the quarantine family, then at least Mama's been tolerating her to a certain extent. At the very least. So the thing is this is live. Mama says, move out the way. You know what I mean? She pulls a Luda.
Move out the way.
Like Jack just said, she pulls a Luda. You know what I'm saying? Move, chick. Get out the way. You know what I mean? If you see me on the highway, get the F out of my way. So this was his time to shine. This was Isaiah's time to shine. She should have moved. But at the same time, I'll say this, though, too. Well, I'll ask this. Does Mama really have to make some sort of public announcement saying, I apologize for moving the girlfriend off my son's lap? Nah, I don't think so either, right? So I keep thinking,
leave it alone now.
You know what I'm saying? So in a way, it's like, she did what she had to do. Mama was being Mama. And I give Mama a shout out, because if you see in other draft videos, in other draft live feeds, a lot of other girls, a lot of the other, I'm not saying all of them, but there were some other girls that, girlfriends that were literally in there trying to, like, hugging up on their boyfriends, trying to establish that they are the girlfriend type thing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it just letting their boyfriend actually shine.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.